we're back to talk about keeping your brain in its new and better mode through meditation and mindfulness. So we just got done talking about using your Muse Calm headband so that you can get feedback while you are shifting your brain continually into its new, better mode and keeping it there. And it will be easier, perhaps, for most people with the feedback from the Muse Calm, because it will let you know if you're spinning your wheels or if you are actually achieving a meditative state. So that's the benefits of the Muse Calm. But let's talk about meditation in and of itself. Meditation sounds so fancy and fabulous and intimidating if you have never done meditation or if you haven't been able to embark on that journey, which I know a lot of people feel that way. So do this. Start with 5 minutes a day to settle your brain down. And all you have to do is you can just sit on your couch and close your eyes. And every time thoughts tick through on the ticker tape, don't grab any of them. Watch them go by. And you can do this using your Muse Calm headband also. But like I told you in the Muse Calm, if you latch onto the sound, then you're thinking about the sound and you're not having other thoughts. In meditation, you are becoming aware of your mind. And as you become aware of it, but you don't actually grab onto any of the thoughts, your mind will settle. And this can take longer and it can be harder. So you can do this anywhere. You can do this in your car. Just close your eyes. You can do it while you're at Starbucks. Put your earbuds in and stare at your screen. You can literally do this anywhere and it will calm your brain down, especially if you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling tired. Meditation is proven to bring your brain out of these extremes into this middle zone of calm focus. Okay, so a couple more techniques. Focus on your breath is another technique, and you can literally actually say to yourself in your mind, in, out. And if you keep thinking in and out, you won't be able to have other thoughts. They'll try to pop in and it will distract you from your in and out, but then you get back to your in and out. And my young daughter, Saoirse, she's going to turn 9 soon. She says, in, smell the flowers. Out, blow out the candles. Which is really cute. And you can kind of think of that in your mind. And the whole idea is to become aware of your thoughts, but not catch on to them. If you notice a thought, then focus back on your breath. Another technique is counting your breaths. And if you count 1, 2, again, it gives your mind something to think about. So the whole point of meditation is to calm your brain down, especially if you find you're having a million thoughts, or especially if you're having negative thoughts. And there's a truckload of science for a very long time proving that it works. And that's why we're talking about it here. Okay. Headspace app. My husband loves using this app. And honestly, I really have never used it. I've only checked his out. It's a guided meditation app. Honestly, I don't really use it because I'm busy using actual regular meditation that's not guided, my Muse Calm headband, my Brain Shift HOME Neurofeedback program, and Neurofeedback in the office. So I have not added this one yet, but he really likes it. And I definitely think of it as something that if you aren't up for doing all those things all the time, and especially meditation in and of itself can be difficult. So remember, we're going from kind of more support to less. This will give you guided meditations, and it gives you cool little tips throughout your day. And this is being used globally, this Headspace app. It's taken off. Tons of people are using it. It's very effective to help you get and stay calmer. So check it out. Okay, now good old-fashioned mindfulness. I've had to teach myself to do this over 10 years. I'm not even kidding. And I teach my children to do this. I was teaching Saoirse's friend, Ella, yesterday to do this. We made brownies. She asked me if I'd make brownies, and I like to bake, and I especially like to bake for my family, but I don't want my family eating a lot of sweets. I want sweets to be treats to them. So I was telling Ella how we have a thing in the house that we call mindful chocolating. And so you have a smaller piece of something delicious, but you actually think about it and you actually think about each bite. So you don't have your mind full all the time. You're actually being mindful about the chocolate. We call it mindful chocolating. And I like to do that. I I practice mindful drinking most of the time too. So if I sit down with a glass of wine, I try not to do anything else. And I just focus on relaxing and the taste of the delicious Chardonnay. If you've read any of my blog posts, you know that I absolutely love Chardonnay. It's been my lifelong friend in terms of being able to relax, but I really like to taste it and enjoy it. So mindfully. But I love this picture because it's so great. The human being has their mind full, thinking about all the stuff that they should be doing, all the things that have to be done tomorrow, all the stress that they had from yesterday. Awful, isn't it? And the dog, he's just mindful of the park. He sees the trees and the sun. So for 10 years, I've been teaching myself to do this. I've been mindful field tripping. Again, if you know me, I am not a good field trip mom. I am not a go to the lunchroom mom. It's just never been my jam. I'm an awesome mom in other regards. That's not my jam. So the few times that I've gone on field trips, I have to spend a lot of energy being present in them, mainly because I don't want to be there, and trying to enjoy those moments. And I'm there for my kids, obviously, but so it can be difficult. It's not always that easy. And when we go do things, I really try to be mindful of them. I just took my whole family to the rock climbing center in town, and we did rock climbing. And while we were rock climbing, I took time to just stand there and take it in, and to actually watch my son climb this huge wall, and then watch my little daughter teach herself to connect the carabiner clip herself, just drinking in those moments of life that are precious, and they're filled with joy. They're not necessarily filled with excitement. And that's what mindfulness is to me. It's joy. And if you just think about this logically, joy is in the middle. It's calm, focused energy. It's in the middle. It's not that pendulum swinging way far out. Joy's here. And joy is what we should be going for. Excitement's out here in the positive direction. Disaster's out here in the negative direction. Joy is mindfulness, and it's an awesome practice for you to be able to start and get better and better and better at. And you can do it minute by minute, second by second, for real. So give it a whirl. Next time you're doing something that you really like, take a moment of pause to notice it. Actually breathe it in. Take a breath while you're doing it. So many times I do that. I'll stand and I will literally take one big breath in that moment so I can be mindful of it. So try that. You're going to love it. And it's going to be a game changer, especially if you start doing it frequently. Okay, up next, Binaural Beats, audio entrainment. It's an app you can use. I'm going to teach you all about it. So follow me through to the next lesson. Can't wait to see you there. Thanks.